Some people say it does seem like the Bible's clear, about 6 24-hour days. Then you got those genealogies, and it looks like there's really not a lot of room. But I mean, does that mean all those scientists are wrong? I mean, what about all the scientific evidence? Haven't they proven it? Most people think about this. Most people think we're looking at different evidences, and I've got my stack over here, and this proved evolution. We got the proof, right? And we say, no, we've got this stack over here for creation. And really, everybody is looking at the exact same evidences. We're not looking at different things. We're looking at the exact same Grand Canyon and trying to figure out, wait a minute, but did that thing form with the Colorado River over millions of years, or did that maybe just happen right after Noah's flood, where a whole bunch of water would have just torn that thing apart? And then you've got, all those fossils. Did those fossils get laid down over millions of years, or is it possible that those were buried during Noah's flood when God said he was going to judge the earth just like he said he was going to? We're looking at the same planet. Everybody's looking at the exact same evidences, exact same things. The difference is it's all about interpretation. How are you interpreting that? And you know what? If there's a face of evolution, it's Richard Dawkins. And I hope God works in his heart too. He even admits in his promo for his book that it's all about interpretation. They're dealing with interpretation.
The book is about the evidence for evolution. How do we know it's a fact? My previous books have all been about evolution, but not the evidence for it. They've just assumed that evolution is true. They've just assumed that evolution is true. The purpose of my book, The Greatest Show on Earth, is to expose people to the evidence. The book uses the metaphor of a detective coming on the scene of a crime after it's happened. He can't see the crime, but he knows from looking at all the clues that remain that so-and-so did it. It's like that with scientists and evolution. We can't see evolution happening. We can't see evolution happening. We can't see evolution happening because we don't live long enough. But we look at the clues that remain, and they all overwhelmingly point to the same conclusion. Evolution is a fact.
Everybody's dealing with interpretation. We're not saying a rock isn't a rock. We're not saying a Grand Canyon isn't the Grand Canyon. We're not saying a fossil isn't a fossil. Yeah, it's a dinosaur. Yeah, it's something that died. The question is, how did it die and when? We weren't there. So you're going to believe the Bible, or you're going to believe secular science? They're both doing science. They're both observing the exact same things and doing science differently. They're both trying to interpret the past when we weren't there. As a Christian, I never have to deny my senses. We're looking at the same things. We don't have to deny what we see. In fact, it lines up perfectly with the Bible. Why wouldn't it? God wrote it.